which just, we have 3 ways of dealing with it in our hand right now.
Cheapest?
So Glimmer Point Stag is pretty nice. So you also did keep us off of Metalcraft. That's one thing to note, but I don't care that much. So if I Glimmer Point Stag bouncing or Scrap Melter, he still can block this turn. So I'm just gonna Scrap Melter. I might play that a little differently if we didn't have 2 other ways to remove artifacts at this point. Like, this deck is pretty silly with the amount of artifact removal it has. Alright, get in there for 8. Maybe he'll...
Oh, he got it.
Yeah, he got his 5th land, but I mean... Oh, Precursor Golem. That would be good if we weren't holding Shatter.
Wait, but there's 3 goals.
So, yeah, but the way it works is it copies any instant or sorcery spell that's shot at it.
Wait, so it copies to all 3?
Yes, as you'll see. So, which can be powerful in theory if you have like a Giant's Growth and you want to make them all huge, but more often than not in this format, it makes it a huge blowout. Especially since there's so many pieces of removal in this format that have bonuses. Like there's ones that let you draw cards. There's the one that does damage equal to number of creatures in the graveyard. You know, so Slice and Twain, and then there's the black one. Anyway, so there's so many. This card can really become a liability because of that. You know, if they get to draw 3 cards off of it, that's pretty darn good. I mean, you still definitely play it. Like, it's still a bomb if they don't have an answer, but you know, it's not as intimidating as you would think with 3 of these. My last sealed pool, I had the +2/+2 to all artifacts, enchantments, and then also Precursor Golem. So getting, you know, 3 5/5s for 5 is pretty awesome, and that was a pretty awesome pool. And I got blown out. Well, I didn't get blown out, but I did get him destroyed by shatters a few times. But when I didn't, it was just a total blowout on them. Anyway, yeah, so this was the kind of deck we wanted to play against. We really wanted to play against an artifact-heavy deck because our deck just murders artifacts. You know, his deck definitely had some quality cards. I mean, really, though, it didn't seem to be much of a fight either game. Like, he was just playing cards so slowly. So I don't know what was up. I don't know if he just kept bad hands. I mean, we know he was mana screwed this game, but I don't know. Anyway, we'll go on to round 2. We'll see. I mean, we may end up against Infect or something, which our deck is not going to be as good at against unless we do happen to pull our liquid metal coating. And then that'll just be another blowout, I think. Alright, see you round 2. Alright, here we are round 2. We won the die roll again. We're playing against the one guy whose videos I did not look at because they finished last. So I'm going to go ahead and play second. There were 2 Infect Drafters. This isn't one of them. And then there was a guy with a, I think it was another red-white artifact deck. Anyway, this hand is keepable. Do not want a mulligan. It's got our super amazing liquid metal coating. Also has Gavalier plus Life Staff. We can start swinging in on our 3rd turn with a pretty big dude.
Turn 2.
Or, yeah, turn 2.
Turn 2, yeah. Man, she is busty.
Alright, so he's playing green, so maybe an Infect. He's playing Archer's main deck. Luckily we only have 1 flyer, so it's not a big deal. No, I guess we have 2 flyers, sorry. It's a little annoying, but not the end of the world. I don't know if he'll trade him with our Gavalier, but even if he does, we gain pretty well out of that. He's not gonna. He doesn't have another play, so that's okay. True Conviction, which is an okay draw. Put out a Life Staff. I'll bet he regrets swinging for 1 now. Although I don't know if he could block, but he can't really make... I mean, even if he blocked this with his dude, he would still take 2 damage and we would gain 3 life. So it's a pretty big win for us, plus he'd lose his reach dude. But he may kind of just have to do that. No, looks like he's planning on blocking. So we're going to get our liquid metal coating, and then next turn we can play scrap melter and just kind of destroy whatever we want here. Fortunately, he's got that spell bomb, so we can't really mana screw him, but it's okay.
Could he destroy his spell bomb? Oh no.
No, because he's not tapped out. Alright, so we got in for 4 already, and now we just gained some life, so I really don't mind that trade at all. Play this, play liquid metal coating. I don't normally like playing this card, but obviously it's amazing in our deck here.
I hope he plays something big.
Yeah, so if he plays, so he wants to draw the card, so he didn't use his spell bomb. Prototype portal, so we probably won't even use liquid metal coating. We'll just destroy that, because that can get pretty insane. But this will be a real... Oh, Ostron Silvok replica. Nice.
So wait, what do you
yeah.
do?
So I'm just going to play Scrap Melter and destroy it.
So what happens? Like,
No
you make
need
a token?
to get cute. Yeah, so that lets him basically cast this spell every turn. So, so it's a huge 2-for-1 for us, of course, because he had to cast, he had to take that card out of his hand. So that's 2 cards he just lost. So now he has basically an empty board and
2 cards in hand.
2 cards in hand. And we are pretty well off here. We've got a 3/3 on board. We can destroy anything he plays, any permanent. So, and he's playing Glimmer Post. So yeah, his deck is not that good, I guess. I mean, I've often contemplated getting that. I mean, maybe he has like 5 of the. Yeah, asceticism is pretty annoying. I may just go ahead and... yeah, now I'm definitely going to shatter it here. I won't shatter just yet, but... since I can do all these things at instant speed, there's no reason to, obviously. Need to play out my land, and ship the turn.
One more.
The double shatter is going to be pretty good, I'm guessing.
What's he tapping?
He's tapping to draw the card for his... he's playing Horizon Spellbomb, but he's only playing 2 colors. There's a Ratchet Bomb, which is going to stink because he can blow up our liquid metal coating if he wants to, but...
Can you blow up the Ratchet Bomb?
I could. In fact, I might do that. And just ratchets it on his turn. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. I mean, it stinks because we're gonna then lose our artifact. Oops. I don't know why I did that.
What did you do?
Asceticism. Oh wait, no, I did do it. No, that was on purpose. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Just meant to do it at the end of turn. He just F6'd his turn there. And I will go ahead and shatter this. We haven't seen... I mean, he may be ramping up to some fatties, but I'm not horrendously concerned, because there is more artifact removal where that came from. We're also going to have a Galma's Ward in here, and with liquid metal coating, he will have Metalcraft. And we just need 1 more planes to get our True Conviction up and running.
Are you gonna make him into an artifact?
No, you make anything. I'd probably make a land into an artifact. Just in case he's got Slice and Twain or something.
Well, do it for me now.
Yeah. Copperhorn Scout is bad. For him, I mean. Glimmerpoint Stag, I actually want to save because it's going to let us bounce Scrap Melter. And I'm pretty okay with that. So I'm going to move the Life Staff over here. No, wait, I'm not. I'm just going to attack. This way, either way, I get 4 damage in. Well, I'm going to wait. There's no point in metal crafting if he just blocks the Gauntlet's Warden. But if he's going to block, it probably makes more sense to block the Scrap Diver, just so I have to use my Liquid Metal Coating. I mean, it's not much of a gain for him. And maybe he doesn't realize that interaction, but...
What's going on?
He's thinking about his blocks. I mean, maybe it's worth it to play Glimmerpoint Stag this turn, I don't know. But having sort of a silver bullet removal here, I think, is going to be pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it'd be pretty hard for us to lose here, I think. But, you know, if he goes Engulfing Slagworm next turn, I mean, obviously he doesn't have it in his hand. He's got 1 card in hand, plus he had the mana to cast Slagworm last turn. But anyway, this turn, if he did go Slagworm, we would lose unless we had this Glimmerpoint Stag plus Coating plus Scrap Melter. Alright, our opponent is either in the tank or taking a dump or something, I'm not sure, but I'll go ahead and pause it. Alright, we're back. Our opponent got disconnected but came back, said his client crashed. Alright, so he's blocking there, so I'm fine with turning a mountain into that. He slices and twains, you know, these things happen. Well, I could still do it end of turn. Yeah, again. I think we're in such a leading position here, there's really no reason. And our opponent says GG. So, alright, so to the next game. What did he play? He played Asceticism, which is very annoying. And without this combo, and it didn't make a difference in this game because he didn't play much else. He's got a Prototype Portal, which, you know, I mean, I think if you are going to play this card, you definitely need to wait until you have all the mana to cast it. Like, if you had cast it this turn, he would have at least had the mana to, you know, get out his, you know, get a use out of it, get to play the replica that he put on there. But he didn't, so he let us 2-for-1 him. I mean, I'm not really worried about this, obviously, because we just have all the shatters and everything else. I mean, it's not really an issue. And then he's just playing a lot of bad cards. Azuri's Archers they're fine, but they're fine on the sideboard. Asceticism is, you know, is good. But then the last card he played